Once upon a time, there was a very poor woodcutter who lived in a tiny cottage at the edge of a huge forest with a second wife and two children, Hansel and Gretel. His second wife often ill-treated the children and was forever nagging at the woodcutter. One day, the woodcutter said to his wife,
"We have no money left to buy foods, and also there is not enough food in this house for all of us."
You talk so? That is because there are too many mouths to feed. We must get rid of those two children. Oh, I have an idea. How about we take them miles from home into the forest and leave them there, so far that they can't even find way back home. Maybe someone will find them and take them home. That way, we will have two less mouths to feed.
Are you crazy? How can you say that? Hansel and Gretel are my children. I will never do that to my children. Never! Never!
Then, what should we do? You want all of us to die? Starving without food? I made my mind. Just do it as I say, you fool.
But,
Downcast woodcutter didn't know what to do. Hansel and Gretel, who had overheard his parents' conversation, was frightened, but Hansel had a great plan.
Hansel! I'm afraid! What are we going to do? They're going to send us to the woods! I don't want to go!
Please, don't you worry, Gretel. If they do leave us in the forest, we'll find our way home. Don't cry. Trust me. I swear I'll take you home, even if Father doesn't come back for us. I know what to do. Leave it to me. We'll get home safely, you will see.
So, crept out of the house and gathered together lots of little white pebbles. Then he put them in his pocket. The next day, the woodcutter and his wife took Hansel and Gretel into the forest. As they walked further, Hansel dropped the pebbles onto the path without anyone noticing. After a while, they came to a clearing, and the woodcutter told the children to wait.
both of you wait here. We are going to collect some woods.
Come on, we're wasting time. Let's go.
When they didn't return, Hansel and Gretel began to feel scared, thinking that they could be eaten by some bears or tigers that night.
Father! Mother! Where are you? Hansel! I'm afraid! I don't want to stay here. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Don't cry, Gretel. We'll find our way home. Hold my hand.
While walking, Hansel and Gretel could see the tiny white pebbles gleaming in the moonlight, and they followed them all the way home.
20 tiny shiny pebbles shone in the moonlight.
Tiny, tiny, shiny pebbles shone in the bright moonlight.
That's our home.
Father! Father! Open the door! It's us! Hansel and Gretel!
Father, open the door.
Hansel, Gretel. Thank God. I'm so worried about both of you.
How can this happen? Husband, come here. Tomorrow, you must take them much deeper into the forest.
No, I will not do that. It is not safe for them.
This nonsense. We don't have any other choices. Just do it.
That night, Hansel and Gretel's stepmother locked the door so they couldn't collect any more pebbles. The next day, the woodcutter took them deeper into the forest. In Hansel's pocket was a small piece of bread. He crumbled up the bread. As they walked, he dropped a trail of crumbs. But the birds saw the tasty crumbs and flew down to eat them. Then the woodcutter returned home, leaving Hansel and Gretel once again. The moon began to shine, but the crumbs had all gone. What could they do? Hansel and Gretel wandered further into the forest. They were very tired and very hungry. They walked and walked into the deep forest. Then, just as they thought, they could walk no more.
Hansel, can you please stop walking now? My feet hurts and I'm cold. Can you please go home? I don't want to stay here. It's scary and I'm afraid. Hansel, let's go home, please.
Me too, Gretel. But we have to keep moving. Don't be afraid. I'm here to protect you.
In the dawn broke. They started to wander about the forest, seeking a path, but all hope soon faded. They were well and truly lost. Then they walked and walked, till suddenly they came upon a strange cottage in the middle of an opening. The windows and the roof, the chimney, the door, and even the walls were all made from sweets and cakes. The children couldn't believe their eyes. Gretel broke off a little piece of the wall and put it into her mouth.
Wow! What is this? Oh! It's gingerbread! Hansel, this house is so awesome!
Hansel also broke off a little piece of the door.
Chocolate! What a wonderful house!
What a wonderful house, what a wonderful house, with wall made of gingerbread, yummy, scrummy gingerbread.
What sound is that? Ooh, I have two little hungry visitors. Well, come in, my dears, come in. You have nothing to fear.
Wow! This is the most delicious house I've ever seen.
Unluckily for Hansel and Gretel, however, the sugar candy cottage belonged to the old witch. It was a trap for catching unwary victims. The two children had come to a really nasty place. Then the nasty witch grabbed Hansel. She put him inside a cage and locked him in.
I tricked you. You're nothing but skin and bones. I shall fatten you up and eat you.
No! Hansel!
Shut up. You can do all the housework and I'll make a meal of you too. I just like to be wicked. It's how I like to be. Being wicked is lots of fun. I'm a wicked witch. That's me.
Please, let me go, old witch.
The witch ignored Hansel and gave Gretel a broom and told her to do the house chores.
Get sweeping.
I don't want to do anything for you, you evil witch. Let my brother go right now.
You better do what I say before I eat you.
Every day, the evil old witch went to see Hansel to check if he was getting fatter. Gretel had brought her brother a chicken bone, and when the witch went to touch his finger, Hansel held out the bone. The witch, who couldn't see very well, felt the bone.
Let me feel your finger. Too thin, too thin. When will you become plump?
Day after day, the witch waited for Hansel to get fatter. However, the witch grew very impatient. She decided that she was not going to wait any longer.
I'm going to eat you anyway. I can't wait anymore.
The witch told Gretel that she was going to cook Hansel in her fire. So the witch asked Gretel to make the fire. The witch led Gretel to the oven and opened the door.
Now, see if the oven is hot enough.
Huh? How? How should I know if it is hot enough or not?
How? What is wrong with you, girl? Haven't you done baking?
Of course, you evil witch. I am still a kid. How should I know?
Useless child. Alright, I'll see it for myself.
The witch opened the door as wide as she could and peered into the oven. Gretel gave the witch an enormous push as fast as she could. The witch fell into the oven and Gretel slammed the door shut. She quickly ran to the cage to release Hansel. At the corner of the house, they could see something sparkling and shining. It was the witch's treasure.
The witch is now dead. We will take this treasure with us.
Great idea, Hansel. We should take it and go.
Hansel and Gretel picked the treasure up and began to walk back through the forest. After so many days of walking, they found their way home. Their father was overjoyed to see them. He was grateful to see his beloved children as he never expected Hansel and Gretel could come back alive.
Oh my God! Come here, my little children. Your mother had already left the house. I promise that I will take care both of you together from now on.
Father, we found this treasure in the forest.
We are not going to stop anymore. Yay!
They gave their father the treasure and they never went hungry ever again. The end.